Okay, this will be my review of draft pick gameplay with the bottom support as Janna.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Started out with a clairvoyance at their fountain, didn't find a lot of information. See what the starting items are, but I couldn't find out how many wards Luna was going to start with. So that'll be a problem because I don't know how to react and try to counter her ward placements. The reason you want to counter ward placements is so you can allow your jungler to come and gank without being noticed. Right now we're just protecting Malphite's blue. He's probably wants help with wolves, DPS on it, and then he'll come and get blue here. Scanning over here again to see if there are any counter jungling or any early aggression. Clairvoyance is very useful.
Minions have spawned.
So over here, you don't want to leash it because it throws a timing off and forces the wolves on Mordekaiser. It'll take a lot of damage when that happens. Leash, adding some damage, bringing him low, put another shield, backing off now. Smite, as you can see, Malphite's taking little to no damage. Doesn't need to use that health potion, but I guess he just want to feel safe. Then he can go to raids. By the time he's done with raids, the wolves will respawn. Coming back to lane ASAP. See, Corki has a 2CS, Kog'Maw has a 2CS. Even with helping Malphite with the jungle, we're still keeping up with CS. So you can do it and be back in time. A lot of people don't leave the lane to help the jungler out. The first couple of seconds where the jungler needs help is very crucial. It can put him behind by 1 or 2 levels. It's really bad. I see Warwick is skipping red, going for double golems. So since he's skipping red, we're pretty sure that we won't be seeing any early ganks from Warwick because he's a pretty slow ganker, and most of the time he needs his ultimate to ensure that kill. Now I got Leona at bottom. She will add
health potion, so she didn't get any wards, which is kind of surprising. As support, you should get wards. Leona being very aggressive like she should be, but it's so risky with being aggressive as Leona. If things don't go your way, you're pretty much stuck because you're so close to the enemy and then you don't have a lot of escape options. You just have to walk away, and being as slow as Leona is, it's difficult. Yeah, right there, I held back on hitting Leona because I wanted Kog'Maw to get that kill, but Kog'Maw died before that could happen, so I had to pick up the kill. It's not ideal, but I couldn't let Leona get away. Taking this time to pick up the Philosopher's Stone as soon as I can is very important because you want those 5 gold per 10. Stacking up as soon as possible. Also keeping up on the wards. I'm sure your inventory is filled with them. A little behind on CS, and we're down the kill on Kog'Maw, but he does have a assist goal. Does help a little bit. After that burst offense, it just goes on cooldown. She doesn't have really much. Needs to get a lot of damage done on the spur of skills that she uses. That movement speed, 310, so slow. That's why she has a hard time getting away if the offense wasn't successful. That sword throw is dangerous too if you want a last hit with it, or just mark up the minions for her passive to trigger with an ally. If you hit someone by mistake, like if she was really close to hitting Kog'Maw, if she hit Kog'Maw, she would have been out of position and she would have taken a lot of damage. Since I'm holding this bottom brush, I can use one ward over here, and that'll be enough. Because if Warwick comes, but if he does come around, we'll have a lot of time just to back off. I play very passively Janna, reacting to whatever the other team does. They start an offense, I start out with shield, tornado, and then slow down their DPS with the Zephyr. The bad thing about Janna support is your range AD doesn't have a lot of sustain, so you have to be very quick with your shields to mitigate as much damage as you can, because you can't heal any damage. So either you're very quick on the shield, sorry, and it's also good to get some life steal if you're working with Janna. Push the tower pretty far. I wouldn't recommend this, but the Warwick hasn't been watching bot at all. He's never come down here. And Leona has no ward, so not a lot of map vision. If she had a ward over there in the river, she would have seen the fight coming, and this could have been avoided by her. With Philosopher's Stone, you can take some tower shots too. It's really good because it gives a lot of HP regen. Malphite got greedy over there. He says he lagged. Yeah, it's good to put a pink ward at Dragon, because if Leona was warding, she would definitely put somewhere close to Dragon to see if we're taking Dragon or not. And the pink really helps you counter that. It's not often that you pick up CS, but whenever you get the chance, do pick up CS. Very important. Only if your range is not there. Lulu getting greedy. I don't know why she wanted to tangle with Mordekaiser so close. You should have beat after that. You should have backed off after that Lulu kill, but let's see if he has any lane sustain. Oh, we had Hextech Revolver, so I guess he figured he'd gain some life back. Cog's a little scared. He doesn't want to go down there without me. He's not really sure where the Warwick is either. When you're pushed against your tower, this brush right here is really important. You always want to keep it warded, because then you'll know when they're coming in to start an offense, or if they're trying to move on you, or close enough to strike. And at this point, if you're pushed this far, you have to make sure that this brush is warded too, or you have some sort of vision, because people can just walk in, hide in this bush, and you'll never see them coming, because and they can just wait here until you push far enough, and then they'll kick you. But we're pretty far and we're not pushing, so I didn't feel like I needed information there. Face checking like pros. Yeah, as range AD, you can keep moving and shooting, scoot and shoot, some Starcraft Marines action right there, and avoid a lot of artillery barrages and other things. It's always a good idea to keep moving when you're playing this game, even as melee. Just standing still, you're vulnerable to so many things. Having the tri-brush warded, the dragon warded, pink, feel very safe, very comfortable at bottom lane right now. With no sign of Warwick, we can, push if all day if we wanted. Dragon down. I'll be leaving to ward it soon. This right here, I make a big mistake. Well, not right now, but whenever you leave, later on I'll make this mistake, but whenever you're leaving your ranged AD or anybody that you're partnered up with alone, you want to tell them that you're leaving. See right here, I didn't tell them I was leaving, and I tried to flash to get him back in time, but that was my mistake. If I had told him that I was leaving, he would have been more careful, would have backed off. And right here, I'm holding off on using my ultimate because I'm waiting for Malphite to use his ultimate. But when I couldn't wait any longer and I had to use it, at the same time, Malphite uses his ultimate. So that got ruined right there. But Kog'Maw, I should have told Kog'Maw that I was leaving. If I did, he would have backed off and played safe. A lot of times when you're ranged AD, most people, or some people, have get tunnel vision, and they're focused so much on getting that CS and harassing that they lose sight of the minimap. And as support, you're their eyes on the minimap, and you're supposed to be watching the minimap, calling me as. That's not what the range ADs should do, or it's not their job.
An ally has been slain.
Or we could have backed off, but I guess he just got greedy and wanted that kill. Allowing Mordekaiser to pick up a kill on him, shutting him down for bonus gold. Not good. You don't ever want to get greedy in this game. Unless you're super confident in your abilities. Yeah, when you harass, you don't want to harass too much, because when you harass like that, you can lose a lot of CS, and you never want to lose CS. CS is very important. All the time. Farming is the answer to everything. And if you're farmed up and you're still losing, it's because someone else isn't farmed up on your team. I don't like this bug. Corki, he stays a lot in lane. I guess he's trying to get his health back via auto attacks and lifesteal. But right there when Leona jumped on Kog'Maw, Corki couldn't follow up because he's too low on life. Leona shouldn't even have started anything, but if Corki had some life, they could have done something. But Corki's too low and he doesn't want to risk it. We could have dived that if we wanted to, but I think Leona was too far from the tower. I mean, too far from us, and we would have to take a lot of tower shots in order to get that kill. Plus, we didn't know where Koki was, if he was on the way back, or almost there, or just starting to head back. See me, see me notifying Kog'Maw that I'm leaving. Always do that. NASA's making a joke about the tool strikes again because I called him a tool for not trying to work with the team during character selection. But he's doing a good job at top, fighting Nidalee, who has a lot of lane sustain. But so does Nasus. He has a passive lifesteal ability, lifesteal, which works really well with his Q ability, because Q ability gets powered up with as many times you last hit with it, and it counts as a regular attack, an auto attack. So his passive, which is lifesteal increasement per level, works well with it.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Sort of like Morgana's passive, but for melee. Yeah, just keep, as long as you keep the range AD away, their support doesn't really do much. So that was just a battle between my ranged AD and their support. The ranged AD will win because the support doesn't have a lot of damage. It is Leona, but she hasn't been getting a lot of assists, and she's not that farmed up. Just defensive items. I think she should have gotten for a Philosopher's Stone. Would have let her sustain the lane better. A lot more offense. And she didn't ward. If she warded at all, she would have saw Mordekaiser coming, and would have backed off, or played safer, or called for help, and Lulu would have been here sooner. You always want to ward. It's so important. Now Orba can't do anything because we're not even at the tower anymore. Doing so good at this match right now. Things were even for the most part, but now we're eking ahead right now. 3 kills on their above the 10. Yeah, that no wards led to free tower, free Baron, not Baron, free Dragon. I wish it was Baron, but Dragon, very important. It gives a lot of gold to the support. It adds up so much. Free 190 gold. That's just great. You can buy so many wards. Look right here. I have 1.6. I can buy a complete an item, come back, maybe with Oracle, a couple of wards, or just a bunch of wards. Malphite warded over here, but he got caught. I don't think they had this place warded. He just got unlucky. He tried ulting out, but it was too late. Leona mid, no support bottom. You can just bully this guy out of lane. Nothing you can do. Missing CS, missing XP. When you play a support, you're pretty much married to your ranged AD, or the person you're supporting for the most part. Unless they're doing really well, or they're freezing the lane and farming AFK. But even then, you want to make sure there's still wards out. Leona not having a lot of success at bottom, trying to come top to
making something happen. Don't think it's gonna pan out. You're trying to jump on Mordekaiser and Nasus. Mordekaiser is surprisingly tanky, and with his shield from damage, and Nasus is Nasus. He's just such a beast with his ultimate and slow. Yeah, pretty easy game for the most part. What happens most of the time with me is I'm watching the minimap, and I'm watching what their support is doing. And wherever the support goes, I will wait a little bit and then I'll clairvoyance the area. And see where they plan an ward. And then I would come and ward against it, or use a pink to find out where they warded and clear their wards.